Hello everybody, Nelly here, back again with another video. Today it's gonna be kind of a different video because it'll be a review. So a month ago I bought these OHUHU markers and I promised myself that I won't open them until I have time to actually draw. And now a month later, I do not know the current status of these OHUHU markers. It's gonna be my very first time opening these markers ever. So I'm just gonna give you my raw opinion on everything. And also, if you had not noticed, I am actually a Copic main. I main Copics, that's how I roll. My coloring style tends to be a little bit aggressive. I might put some examples on screen, so I would like to know how my coloring style would fit with these OHUHU markers. Wow, that looks sexy. This set that I have right here is actually the 48 set of OHUHU markers with a brush and a chisel nib, I believe. And I'll put the details in the description below if you want to know more about them. But this is what the colors look like. They look pretty promising, not gonna lie. Also, disclaimer, I am actually not sponsored. I did buy these with my own money, but OHUHU, if you're willing to send me some markers, I could review them for you, you know? You wanna be homies, OHUHU, you know? I'm sorry. Okay, what we have here is a little OHUHU pamphlet, just you know, blending tutorial. We have this sheet here. This is what I've been waiting for. It's good sheet. Okay, yes, that were the contents of the bag aside from the markers. So let me get on to swatching. Here are the finished swatch markers featuring my now messy desk. My impressions of these colors, actually, I believe I got the Honolulu series, as it said on the card there. Yeah, I could totally tell why it's named that. There are a lot of beachy tones, and there are a lot of blues and greens that I could see. Limited skin tones, which I have seen in many other people's reviews, but I'll see what I could do with it. Now that I have all of the swatches done, I am going to do a practice test type beat thing just to see how these markers will work with my blending style. After that, we're gonna do a completed piece. Here are the things that I tried to swatch, just some skin samples and some hair samples. They really bled out because of how thin this paper was. This is the sketchbook that I use for swatches and stuff, so I'm doing this to myself. I think it did a pretty decent job at blending from how I could see it. Right now up on the screen you guys are seeing the picture that I'm going to redraw. It's of my OCs, Lucky and Vanilla. Just something that I did a couple years ago, maybe 5 to 6 years ago, when I first started out with Copics. So yeah, now I want to see how it will do with OHUHU markers. Here is the piece that I redrew. I did print out a copy just in case something horrid happened, but I will be coloring on this copy of the piece today. So about my process with these markers, I kind of wanted to do a lot of blending like how I usually did. I didn't want to go easy on these markers. So I just went with how I usually color. Though unfortunately, since there were not enough skin tones, I couldn't do as much with the skin. I only ended up using 2 colors and just a tinge of red, but I guess it worked out. So one of my fears was that the ink on this paper that I used for lining would feather out as soon as the markers touched them, but to my surprise they actually didn't, which doesn't even happen with my Copics, so I guess that was a plus. And another thing that I noticed up until this point was that it actually blended quite well on this paper. Like, this paper was actually pretty thin. It's the Canson sketch paper, which I know is like sacrilegious to use with alcohol-based markers and any wet thing in general, but I still use it because it feels good, and I'm sacrilegious like that. But yeah, it actually blended pretty good on this paper, which I liked. So when I color hair, it's the absolute most terrifying thing ever, because I love to stack and stack and stack colors until I don't know what color their hair is anymore. But Lucky's hair is supposed to be brown and Vanilla's is supposed to be purple, just for reference. When I usually color hair with Copics, I like to blend it out with very, very, very light colors, which the OHUHU set did not have, and I don't think a lot of sets actually do have those light colors, but perhaps one day I could invest in the pastel set and see what's going on with that. But for now, I just used what they had, which was quite saturated colors in general, like not even for the hair, for absolutely everything in this piece. So it was kind of a challenge, or not a challenge, but a learning curve to actually do the hair with only OHUHU markers, but I think it turned out pretty well for Lucky's. Moving on to Vanilla's hair, that's when I hit the wall. Her hair is quite muted, and there were no muted colors except for the purple, so I couldn't really like tone down her hair a bit, and it just looks like mush, but you know, that's it worked, I guess. So in terms of the general pros of these markers, I loved the blendability of them. They worked well for my style, and they were also very juicy, which was a surprise to me. I thought they wouldn't be as juicy as they were, which I'm kind of also afraid of, like maybe you just might pour all out before I finish using them, but you know, that was a pro for the time being. So before I state the cons of this set, I recommend that you guys also do your own research, as I am not a professional and I may not suit your needs in terms of this review, but yeah, just please do your research and just do not get OHUHU markers based off of this video. As for the cons of this set, generally in my opinion, I believe it is more in regards to the actual color choice in this set. Like, I understand that saturated colors are good, but maybe a mixture of pastel, like actual pastel colors, or lighter colors, or more skin tones would also be a good mixture. Though my first impression with these markers and this set was very, very good, and I am quite satisfied with the result. That was it for my OHUHU marker review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to hit that like button, and also if If you guys aren't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe. It's free. You've heard everyone say it. The button's nice, I don't know. And maybe the notification bell. I post once every blue moon, so that notification bell will remind you. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.